On September 9th, 1935, Ralph and Helen Ebert gave their firstborn son, Clint, a baby brother. They named their new addition Leonard Robert. Growing up to be a larger-than-life presence, he would garner the nickname Bear. Some people never knew his real name. To them, he was just Bear. To me and my two sisters, he was Dad. My father grew up living with his family in Salem, New Hampshire. He never relished sticking his nose in books, but he loved fast cars and having fun. In 1955, when he was 20, my dad got serious about his future and enlisted in the U.S. Navy and was stationed on the lead-class destroyer USS Mitzer. During his service, the ship traveled to England, Germany, and France on a goodwill mission, and also sailed up and down the East Coast, as far south as the Caribbean. During his tour, my dad found the love of his life when his cousin Ruth brought a feisty little brunette, Judy Batchelder, to a family gathering. They were married July 5, 1958, in Newington, New Hampshire. After 4 years of service to his country, Dad became a member of the Naval Reserve and enrolled in classes at East Coast Aerotechnical School in Lawrence, Massachusetts. He excelled at the school, graduating third in his class with a certification as a master airline mechanic. My father had found his calling. Now starting a family of his own, my dad entered the workforce. One of his first jobs was working for Raytheon, building components for missiles. My father's dream of becoming an airline mechanic was fully realized on October 24, 1966, when he accepted a position working for Northeast Airlines at Boston's Logan International. In 1972, Delta Airlines acquired Northeast's Yellowbirds, and the family packed up and moved south to Atlanta. Settling in Fayetteville, Dad worked for Delta until his retirement on November 1, 1993, after 27 years with the company. After retiring, my dad didn't slow down. He stayed busy being Mr. Fix-It for his family and turned his aircraft mechanic job into a hobby. At first, he built and flew radio-controlled scale model planes, but one of his proudest accomplishments was being part of the restoration of a 1936 Lockheed 12A Electra Jr. A close second was his restoration of his 1946 Ford sedan coupe. When Dad didn't have anything to fix, he loved to ride his motorcycle. He often could be found cruising the countryside with Mom and his faithful Jack Russell Terrier, Murphy. In October of 2015, my dad was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. And try as he may, he finally found something that he couldn't fix. He passed away on Sunday, October 2nd. Over the last few months of his life, my father told me of a recurring dream. He was sitting by a cabin on a lake with his old companion Murphy. There was a float plane tied up at the dock in case they wanted to go somewhere, and he was at peace.